Hey, Patty G here. I think I found the perfect cart for keeping camera stuff on here in the workshop. Hey, Patty G here. I found the perfect cart for keeping my camera stuff on here in the shop, where I've got everything with me wherever I need to go to film. It's awesome. Check it out. I have found that in the short month that I've been making YouTube videos, I've started accumulating camera and video equipment. And I consider this equipment tools of the trade. So, if I'm going to continue to gather tools for these video projects, and I'm sure I will, then I'm going to need a place to store them. Early on, I bought a Harbor Freight rolling cart. It was a very simple 2-shelf cart, and after I assembled it, I took a step back, looked at it, and realized I should have got the smaller version of the cart. I bought the 36 by 24 cart, and I should have gotten a smaller 30 by 16 cart. Lesson learned. When I started looking at a cart for my camera gear, here's what I was after. First, I wanted my gear on a cart so I could roll it around the different areas of my shop for different shots. And I wanted to have everything I would need with me right there. I also wanted the option to roll it all outside depending upon what video projects I was working on. Next, I considered the configuration of my new cart. I wanted a top shelf for the gear that I'm actually using at the time, a lower shelf for tripods, cases, etc. And I wanted a drawer to store my items that are sensitive to dust, my cameras, lights, lenses, memory cards, etc. when not in use. I found all these things in the Northern Tools Ironton item number 48462, and I'll post a link in the comments below. This is a 350-pound capacity rolling cart with two 30 by 16 trays, a single locking drawer, 4-inch casters, ball bearing drawer rails, and a cool black powder coat finish with a chrome frame that just looks cool. There are basically two types of drawer rail systems, slider rails and ball bearing rails. I generally prefer ball bearing drawer rails. The drawer actually rolls on ball bearings that are on the tracks inside the rail system. But honestly, I would rather have quality slider type drawer rails than cheaply made ball bearing rails. Because nothing is worse than opening a drawer and your ball bearings come rolling out in the shop floor. A good quality slider system is a simpler system with no bearings to try to keep caged up. It'll slide on nylon or other plastic type sliders, and they are very smooth and quiet in operation. I'm not against ball bearings at all, but I have had issues with cheap ball bearing systems. And this cart is not a $1,500 snap-on cart. This cart is built to a price point. Either way, if these ball bearing rails turn out to be cheap and the bearings fall out, drawer rails are not that hard to replace. The powder coat finish is better than the Harbor Freight cart I bought, but it's still pretty thin. I left a couple of marks on the cart from moving it around on my workmate. So place a pad underneath the cart before you start assembling. Now I have to say that when I was shopping carts, it was the looks and design of this cart that really caught my eye. The black body and chrome handrail loops just set it off, and the proportions are perfect. When I look at it, it somehow reminds me of an old 50s soda fountain. You know, it's just got that old school vibe. The Harbor Freight cart I bought just doesn't come close. And the shelves and drawer of the Ironton being in the perfect configuration for my needs just sealed the deal. In fact, they didn't have any at my local store, so I drove an hour to see it firsthand, and I bought it on the spot. The overall build of this cart is pretty good. Now, it is built to a price point. You can't compare it directly to a Snap-on or a Cornwell, which is 10 times or more the cost of this cart. But it is sturdy enough, and I saw no sign of design weaknesses or manufacturing problems. And all the needed screws, nuts, and bolts were included, and it was the right hardware. No last-minute substitutes or screws from the factory junk bin that differed from the assembly instructions. Which, by the way, the assembly instructions were spot on. No issues at all on that point. Assembly time took about an hour, and as you can see in the video, I did not get in a hurry and thoroughly enjoyed every moment of the process. This cart comes with a 6-month parts warranty and a 3-month labor warranty. If you want a cart with more drawer storage, Ironton makes a 2-drawer, 350-pound capacity cart and a 4-drawer, 500-pound capacity cart. Each of these carts have lids or tops that open and close over the top shelf, and you can usually find these carts on sale for 129 bucks. I wanted mine to have an open top, so these weren't an option for me. If I had the tripod set up on one of these other carts with the lids open, the lids would block access to my gear on the ends or the sides of the cart. Shipping on these carts, as you might expect, is pricey. My cart weighed in right at 50 pounds. If I'd wanted to have it shipped straight to me, the 1-drawer cart would ship via ground to my zip code for 30 bucks. The 2-drawer ships for $37, and the 4-drawer ships for $62. You can also order online and ship to your local store for free. One other thing I wanted was a liner pad in the drawers and the trays, some padding to protect my equipment. While at Northern, I picked up a package of the, now get this, Performance Tool Anti-Fatigue Diamond Puzzle Mat Set Dash 6 mats, 2 feet by 2 feet, comma, interlocking. The model number is W88989. So I'll post a link in the comments below. This foam rubber type mat is super soft. It's so soft, in fact, I don't see how it would hold up under the weight of people walking on it or standing on it for hours on end. But they get 4 of 5-star reviews, and they work perfect for my needs. In the packages were 6 panels and borders. These pieces interlock and are 3/8 inch thick. I think the color and the diamond tread plate design look awesome on the camera cart, and they offer plenty of cushion for my sensitive gear. Now all in, I'd say this is a perfect cart for my needs. It has plenty of room, and while I don't ever lock up my toolboxes, I still have the option to store my camera gear in a drawer and lock it down. I use the top shelf for my notes, mic, cameras, etc., and then have room to store it all safely away in the drawer, free from dust and overspray when I'm done. I've used this cart for 2 weeks now, and it's working out great. First of all, it's 100% usable in my shop for camera gear. Functionality is my #1 goal. If it doesn't support or enhance my personal workflow, the deal's off. I don't care how good it looks. The ball bearing drawer still moves in and out with smooth, quiet ease, and I've not added any new scratches to the finish. I'll do a follow-up later, and we'll see how it holds up. In short, I'd give it 4.8 out of 5 stars, and I'd say it works for me. Hey, thanks for watching Patty G DIY. I hope you enjoyed this episode. In the future, I want to do an episode with the new camera gear I'm using now and how it works in conjunction with this cart to get these shots. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And if you want to keep up with what's going on here at Patty G DIY, just hit the subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching. God bless. We'll see you later.